And we're live.
Oh.
So, here we are in the Galleria 1 area again for the second or third time the last couple of days in the Trends area. Holly, nice to have you here.
Thank you. Very nice to be here.
It's actually very, very special. I'll give you the microphone in a moment. But the idea we've got for the next few moments is we're going to go through the trend area and really get some very, very specialist insights into what these trends are and a little bit what's behind them and how for everyday people how do trends get interpreted and what do they actually mean what can people observe and see and learn from things they're seeing in this exhibition. So,
Absolutely.
Holly,
Yeah.
I'm going to pass the mic to you now.
Okay,
Say a few words about what this is all about.
Okay, great. So I've been checking out this great trend. I guess you could say it's an installation. This communications firm in Germany has put together a really nice spotlight of 4 different trends that they've noticed when they've gone on their travels, and they've put together some interesting reports. And the first one is called Delicate Structures. So I'm going to show you a few interesting things that I saw in this particular area. So check it out. Delicate Structures is all about, I would say, nature, filigreed patterns, ceramics, design that's just approachable. You want to touch it. It's tactile. It's sensual, which I think is a big theme right now in design, because tactile elements make you want to touch them, and they also make a space much more livable and lovable. It's not so, I guess you could say, boring. And then we have these lamps, one above here I think you will all really like. It's a favorite of mine. It's nice because it's floating and it's poetic, and it just has a beautiful look to it. It's also different. You haven't seen it all over the place yet. And then the complementing lamp on the table I'd like to highlight is this one here with the brass base. Another thing that I like about this is you've got the very modern base, and then you have a very, I would say, natural and open structure. It's just beautiful. I really like this. What do you have to say, Ben?
No, I'm just going to pick up on that. I mean, the natural aspect of that material is actually 3D printed. Actually, that's the specialist manufacturing process behind that.
Yeah.
So I think the aesthetic of I'll say more traditional material, the brass with the technoid sort of 3D printed structure is quite incredible. I really I enjoy those pieces very much.
Absolutely.
Would you like to move on to the next trend, see what we can find?
Let's do it. Oh, and this is the mood board for delicate structures. So if anyone's following this trend, this is the color palette that's being worked here. It's really soft, delicate, lots of pastels.
I'm just freeing up your hands so you can do those fantastic shows into the books, etc., etc. So now we're moving into the next trend area called honest materials.
Yes.
So
No lies.
no, it's all very, very authentic here.
Very authentic.
Yeah. So, have you noticed anything in this space which you'd like to maybe point out to the viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think in this space, like you said, honest materials, authenticity, really taking it back to, what maybe you used when you're with your grandmother cooking or in your kitchen, just basic things that are working well but also look beautiful. And I like the natural elements here. You have a lot of wood, which is always beautiful, and the linens. And then let's look at the lighting, because lighting is kind of my thing lately. I've been really into lights. So you have this particular light here, which has always been, I would say it's been trending now for quite some time, using pendants that are just hanging freestyle like that with a bulb. But this one's nice because they've added this texture with the cord. And then a really nice one is over here.
Oh, it's a very, very big challenge for the cameraman, but he'll manage that. It's fine.
Do it, 'cause he's cameraman. Okay, this is a really good one for many reasons. One is the shape of the bulb. You can't get much better than that, right? I mean, this is a gorgeous bulb. It's completely flat. And then you have the textile cord, which I really like. And you can put it on a table. So it can sit like this, or you can suspend it and hang it over your table or wherever you'd like.
Which is actually, if you think from an interior decoration point of view, it's setting accents on the side table as well as what's hanging from the roof. It's sort of, it's not the same light, but it's again the same trend, isn't it? Same trend direction.
And doesn't it make sense too to have something that you can use in different ways? Because oftentimes I think it's important to have this conversation. Oftentimes we're seeing things and we're buying them, putting them in our homes, we're using them one way, we get sick of it and it moves on. Yep. This, you can give it a second life. It can be on a table, in the air, whatever, and it's still working, and you don't have to necessarily get rid of it. So that's important.
Awesome insights. The next trend, we've got so many trends to get through. We could talk about this for hours, I'm sure. Well, we can, after maybe over a drink. We can, gin tonic time, isn't it? Almost. Wow, this is actually, of course, a space, isn't it?
This is the oh my god space. This is called jumbled pattern, and I think it's accurate. It's very accurate. It's quite jumbled, but you know what? Is that even though I wouldn't take all of these elements and put them together in my home, there are specific things that you can pull out. And if you put them in the right space, they work just fine. I wouldn't necessarily put all of this in the same room, but they had to do it to show the trend. However, for my more, I would say simplistic approach is I would pull out maybe this vase here in the corner and put it on a very modern wooden bookshelf and then surround it with some plants and just keep it really simple.
So less but better. I mean, it's a very, very full area, but the idea of this space, picking those one or two accents to put into a space is what you...
Absolutely. And I think, too, don't you, that a lot of people see these trends and they right away, they just look at it and say, oh, God, I could never have this in my house. And that's where you really have to be your own editor and look at something and say, well, I couldn't have all of that in my house, but there are specific things that I can take from this and add it to my home. Okay, so let's move on.
So that was jumbled patterns. And I think that the transition from this purple floor into this black room is actually...
Oh, I haven't been showing them. So.
Oh, well, we can do that after if you like.
Okay,
that's quite easy to do. And so the last trend which has been exhibited here is called notable shapes.
Yes.
And I think you can even just feel the difference when you cross that border.
Yeah.
Would you like to say a few words about that too?
Yeah, of course. Well, I think with notable shapes, it's very glamorous, it's sexy, it's modern, it's minimalistic, it's monochromatic. It's all my favorite words right now. I think it's nice because it's showing a real editing, a power editing done here that is needed. I think sometimes people tend to over-decorate, and this is just nice because it lets every single element speak for itself. This light is beautiful, and look at this. You can also put it on a tabletop. So again, you're using something in two ways, and you don't have to toss it after you get sick of it. You just use it in two different ways.
And I think if we think about the few minutes we just had together, and I look at the trends in their individual sense, they all stand for certain things.
Yeah.
So you've almost got this light here is completely different to that light, and
Yeah.
if you keep moving back, the comparison between individual products and how differently they can be executed, I think that's really done quite well here.
Absolutely, I think so too, and I think the communications company did an excellent job, and I'm really glad you guys are with us today on the internet. I got Ben.
We're live. Yeah. Cool. Well, I really appreciate your time. I think we're going to see you again in the next couple of days until we're closing tomorrow. I think closing on Tuesday. And we're going to sign off now and go and see what else we can find before that gin tonic time comes.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Is that okay?